I love all their little faces, but there's just something about seeing Marty's little face in the door first thing in the morning. Well, Morris and Marty are here. And Tux is over here, but Stripe hasn't come yet. I'll call a few more times. Wish they wouldn't worry me first thing in the morning. You guys ready for me too? Hi, where's Slaty? She in the garage staying warm till I come out there? She'll come. Well, still no Stripe or Slate. I know Slate left the garage at 6:37 a.m., so she's around. She's not been missing long. They're worrying me this morning.
Oh, your youngins?
Yes. I figure Stripe's caught him something, and he ain't coming if he's eating. Yeah. And Slate, maybe she's where she's near Stripe, and she don't want him to know, and she ain't coming either.
I'm sorry.
I'm hoping an hour while we walk, and then when I come home, they'll just be around.
Why? Poor kid.
They're ignoring me.
Yeah, she's been calling for him for like 45 minutes.
Well, not quite that long, but yeah, I have called a few times, which unfortunately scares Morris when I get loud like that. He's so shy. But he was here at least. Sounds like somebody's blowing some leaves. It's 44 out here this morning, so it's quite chilly. You can see Dawn is definitely saying it's chilly. We did drive Jules today. If you didn't hear me say yesterday, maybe the day before, we have a virtual school day today. Essentially, SAU, the college, is closed for a mental health day today. Like all of the North Carolina school systems and colleges and stuff, they're having mental health days. I'm not sure.
Good for my mental health.
Well, it is. You got to sleep in an extra hour and something.
Yeah, but I'm paying all that taxpayer money. Those kids ain't in school. Do you want to improve education? First thing you do is open the doors.
Well, Johnny has his high school classes today, but they are having a 4-day weekend now for Veterans Day. And that extra day, the 12th, is their mental health day for Wake County school system. So, anyway, we'll be back on normal schedule tomorrow. Don't you take off ahead of me until I'm ready. Don't you do it. Oh, no, not authorizing no run starts until I'm caught up. Woo! This is, I don't know, I don't feel the coldest that I felt this year. I think I'm getting used to the chillier temps now.
Here, is my hand cold?
Yeah, your hand is cold. But it definitely feels crisp out here today. It genuinely crisp. And there's a little bit of a breeze, but like I said, for some reason, probably because I had my cup of coffee, but I wasn't sitting in the car for 2 hours at 76 degrees getting all toasty. I was out running around chasing cats, hunting cats down. Thankfully, I'm not feeling cold this morning. I'm feeling okay. Pretty soon we'll be up at South Park and we'll be in the sun for a few minutes. Just let us round the corner up here by Ball Field 3. You know, I've been thinking about that tuxedo cat.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully he's found his way home and he's not hanging around Ball Field 3. I really hope he just belonged to somebody in the townhomes, and for him to have meowed at me the way he did, he was human socialized, so, although obviously skittish. There was a post on the local Facebook group last night that somebody dumped a mama and her kittens at Honeycutt Park, and I guess a group of the town women went in there and rescued them yesterday. That's over by Clubworks, that's over by the garden hut. That's the entrance to the Fuquay Greenway Trail, one of the ends of it, although we normally park, I don't know, a third of a mile in at the Highway 55 parking area. There's nobody else out in the trail but us this morning, Donnie.
Yeah. Like I said, come cool weather separates slackers from the go-getters.
Yeah. Well, your wife is a go-getter,
That's
so
right,
so it
yeah,
won't
there's
help you
no-
any.
There's no hope for me.
Although I will heed your advice if it's this cold and raining.
Yeah, well,
I don't want to be out in the, you know, damp air and risk getting sick or...
yeah, I speak from experience.
Yeah. I will listen to you on that part. Well, they've already been out here cutting and weed eating. I see the trailer equipment on the far side over there. We're not late. We left home pretty much right at normal time. Well, I called for the little tuxedo cat this morning. No sign of him. Of course, the mowers, if he was anywhere thinking about coming out, the mowers probably ran him off. Hopefully he belongs to somebody and he went home, and that's why he didn't come out this morning. Obviously, for weeks, I will probably be keeping an eye out for him. Well, as with a lot of things in life, sometimes they just start and you didn't know it was going to end up that way. But Don and I were curious, and last night I went back and looked at our videos. Trust me, being older, having the videos and the pictures and the stuff, it helps us remember things. We use it all the time. My first couple of days around the track were right after I went to the local heart doctor here in Cary, which was like 5:26. By 5:28, Don was running that day, but he walked with me around the track. I think I had stopped and walked it once or twice by myself. And then by the first week in June, we were walking together. And Don was able to go back and look in his walking app and see, yep, we did the circle that day 4 times, or we did the trail in that day. Because if you'll remember, I started out a couple of times around, felt okay, added on a couple more times, then added on the trail, then, you know, then we were doing the trail and the track. I worked my way up, but it went pretty quick. So basically, if you just want to say June, July, August, September, and October, we'll make 5 months of every day. We haven't missed a day. We've gone alternate places and walked, or I've done the desk cycle, but I haven't missed a day. So, yay!
And she's doing really good, and I'm very proud of her.
It actually feels pretty good out here this morning. I'm not suffering in the chillier air. I'm actually enjoying it. I understand it, that may not always be the case. The difference this morning is, instead of sitting in the car for 2 hours before walking, I was up and outside with the kitties, and then poof, we go.
Okie dokie. 5,817 steps. The time was 49:43, 2.57 miles, 19:20 per mile average.
So we were a little slow. Little slow. Oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, a little brisk today. We didn't run as many times, but we have to for some reason.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I love you.
I love you too. See you back at the house. Kiss,
Yep. Kiss, kiss. Tux has him a prime good spot. He heard a squirrel behind me in the woods. There's a heating pad in there, and it's got a nice wind block, and he's pretty comfy. Hey, buddy. Well, I had to really call. I had to walk up here and everything. I don't normally have to come up here anymore. It's sunnier in those nice people's yard. And they like it up underneath the antique car up there, so. Marty was up here, but he come right away, and I seen him this morning, so I wasn't too worried. Thank you, Stripe. I love you, buddy. Don't be going hiding on your mama. Are you playing in my moss again? Are ya? Are you playing in my moss? It's Stripe. He's gonna come see you. He wants to play. Hey, Mart. Stripe's like, I don't normally cause any trouble. Here's Tux. I wonder where he had gone to. Sometimes when he plays, he charges underneath the catio just for the heck of it to see if he can take a dive. Don't go after Stripe. That wouldn't be appreciated. Well, I still haven't seen Slate. All I know is that at 6 something this morning, 6:37, she left the garage and she was doing fine then. And she did eat the dry chow that was on the floor in here. It was most likely her. So I won't panic, but I'm not happy. I went out in the front porch and called and sat with Gray and Panther, and I've seen all the other kitties since she's been sick. And this is way off behavior for her. You know, Stripe being missing for a few hours or Morris is not unusual, but Slatey, it's a little bit unexpected. Guess I'll just walk around and make sure she's not just under the front porch ignoring me. See the only other place I can really think to look for her that she might be. I double checked she's not overhead in the attic in the garage by accident, but since I saw her at 6:37 downstairs, that's highly unlikely. No, don't see her. I think the most likely scenario is after she came out of the garage this morning, Morris or Stripe chased her and she's hid up somewhere and just not willing to come out yet. When she gets hungry enough, she'll come out. And, you know, I'll try to check throughout the day regularly. There's so many places, you know, if things are still more in summer mode than winter mode, and there's so many places she could be that I can't see. When the leaves come down, it changes up a little bit. Can see a little bit more. Johnny's out here playing with Marty's favorite toy. Marty was in such a playful mood with the moss. Come get it, Marty. Come get it. Come get it. Marty's, you know, like 6 years old, but he still really likes to play. Morris and Stripe are afraid of it. Tux doesn't care at all. He can get nighttime and midnight to play, but really it's right now it's all Marty all the time with the play. Hi, Mart. Hi. And Johnny's usually the one out here to give him some attention. I've been in the house doing a lot of non-fun paperwork, bill paying, claim disputing stuff this morning. I really could have done without that. But I do think I can convince the one radiologist office that we don't owe $454. So hopefully my hour of investment in time that I shouldn't have had to have spent will at least be not in vain. And Slate's still not back. And I've called and called, been out here a couple of times. No sign of her. So I'm officially worried now because this is very not like her. I guess full on total upset will be if dinner time comes and goes and she's not around, because I normally don't see her during the day. It's just that she never came as far as I know. And so I'm just gonna take a walk out here. Michelle and I did set up to meet Friday. She had her flu and COVID Pfizer booster shot yesterday, and she said it's hitting her pretty hard this time. I'm going to work on my Lego project for a bit. When I take Johnny out to Taekwondo later, we need a couple things from the grocery store. I'll probably run into Walmart. Like I said, current plan is Michelle will meet me Friday at Guardian Angel. Well, I may be back to work on it more tonight, but I'm stopping to go outside and look for Slate one more time. I'm pretty upset she's not here now. I've just been trying to stay calm over here. I'm close to having the first floor done, minus the furniture. I would have thought I would have gotten the first floor done, but there's more little details than you think, including the little bats and the claws, and I've just been plugging along. I have put a few things away. I haven't put all the bricks away, but the things I had to open up to pull a brick out of to keep going, I stopped and I put them away. And I did have to reseat the windows, which really only took me about 30 seconds per window, or less even. They weren't, both the first and the second time I built this, I just didn't quite have them in the right position. But they're good now. They're good now. I am way over here in the front yard on the side. Whenever I'm on the porch and I show where the water's gushing, this is where I'm normally pointing. But I found a piece of trash in my yard. It's alright. I'll pick it up and carry it to the house. Gray's been kind of following me around as I look for Slate. She got into trouble with Morris a while ago. He picked on her. I know it was her. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find your little girl. I don't know where she is. Yeah, she left the garage at 6:37, but I never seen her on any of the other cameras outside after that. Didn't see her go to the front porch. Didn't see her on the driveway camera or the boardwalk camera. I just don't know where she went. Well, Johnny's at Taekwondo. I think I told you guys yesterday that he decided to do tonight instead of his normal Tuesday night class, which is totally okay because they're both black belt classes. And I'm running into Walmart to get the things today that I was going to get yesterday. Thankfully, that worked out okay. I've got a little over 5 minutes before class releases. I could get toilet tissue at Walmart. I've got to pack up in the attic, but I really didn't want to break into it. I wanted to keep that in reserve. And let's see, did I get any? Got some boxes Johnny needed for a National Honor Society food drive. Those candy boxes are really reinforced because that candy's heavy. So that was a good time to need boxes. And a few more people loitering in the parking lot than made me comfortable, but no problems per se. So everything went okay. I saw them, Halloween aisles are starting to get cleared out, and they were putting in Christmas stuff on the Halloween aisles where the Halloween stuff had been moved. I don't know, it's just like, wow. It just seems, I know every year we say it's earlier and earlier, but I swear this year it's earlier and earlier. Instead of pulling in, I went into the garage and Slate is in here. I just cannot even begin to tell you how relieved I am. I have a can of food for her. I had put out some dry chow, the kitten chow stuff that I was feeding her to help her gain weight. And hopefully she didn't go out while I ran to the house, but I saw her. I know she's here. She'll probably come over when I get the food. She doesn't want to come near me, and the reason is because every day for the last 10 days, I've had to grab a hold of her and shove that antibiotic down her throat, hold her down. So, I have to work to earn her trust anyway, and giving her the antibiotic, it did not earn any additional trust. So she wants to come see me, but she's not letting herself because she thinks I'm going to snatch her up. It's frustrating. You give them antibiotics because you love them and you want them to get well. But it really hurts on the trust thing when you have to pin them down to do it. Slatey! Hi, honey. I know you want to come get that food. I know you do.